Hello everyone, it is Professor Hogg. So sorry for the delay of this video. A lot has been going on up here in DC, so please pardon the delay. Like I say, as promised, I do try and have as much interaction as I can with you guys. So again, once again, so sorry. So, in relation to your current assignment for your Wiki, however you want to pronounce it. Yes, you can laugh at me on that one. But for your group project, what I'm going to do this a little bit different. There is not one set due date. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I took a look at the calendar and I am planning on breaking down your assignment into 5 different due dates. Okay. So this will go along with your discussion post as well. If you're able to sit down and kind of, double up on some of these things, it's completely fine. It's completely up to the discretion of you and your partner, but I did want to give you guys some overall dates. And what my expectations are. I will post these. Unless you want to rewatch the video, that is completely fine. But these are the dates that I'm looking for certain things. So if you take a look at your syllabus on the assignment 2, you've got 6 bullet points that talk into detail of the sections that need to be established in your particular web page. Okay. So you have your historical foundations, you have your concepts, your evidence-based knowledge, your implications for the concept or intervention, the appropriateness of the applications, and your references. Okay. First and foremost, so for page 1, as it goes for the historical foundations, in this instance, you can use maybe a theory or an individual who's doing research in the topic areas that I assigned each of the groups. So I'm going to look for page 1 to be established and ready for review by October the 27th. So that gives us about 2 weeks from now, just so that you guys can kind of get that together. As far as for the concepts, including the theoretical underpinnings, assessment intervention techniques, methods of evaluation, method of termination. So page 2 of your wiki wiki page, that will be, it needs to be pretty much cleaned up by November the 3rd. Okay. On November the 10th, I'm going to be looking for evidence-based knowledge, including the strengths and limitations. I'm looking for that to be that page 3 to really kind of be solid by November the 10th. Okay. On November the 17th, I'm going to be looking for implications of the concept or intervention for social work practice, policy, and research. So what are some things that maybe we can put this concept into play as far as it goes with social work practice? How are practitioners going to utilize this knowledge in working with their clientele, or experiences that their clientele may encounter with these particular concepts that I've assigned to you guys, as well as, do we need more policies in relation to this, or is there additional research that needs to be made in this particular area, or in the particular concepts area. Okay. And then on November the 24th, page 5, I'm looking for the appropriateness applications where the appropriate and reasonable expected for social work, including application to social justice, diversity, and ethics. Again, some of these things are going to run together, so it would completely be up to you and your group member. Because it's 2 of you all working on this, you guys can tag team it. You could split it up and say, okay, we'll do this page together, and then maybe assign certain parts of this project to one another, so that one person's not holding the brunt or anything like that. So again, those are the dates. So again, October the 27th, November the 3rd, November the 10th, November the 17th, and then November the 24th. Those are the days that I'm going to check in to make sure that these pages are getting completed. I did not set one final due date, just because I need to see that this is you've really taken time on this, you've really actually met these deadlines, and then if there are modifications or areas that need to be improved throughout this time, that they're being included, as we're going through. And I think lengthening and kind of expanding this project out will give you additional time to really work on it and really think about the concepts. Also, your reference section, that should be growing as these happen. So for page 1, like the first page, I'm gonna see maybe 2, 3, 4 references there. And then once you do page 2, I'm gonna see that reference page grow. And what's going to happen is each time that these pages are due, I'm going to look at your reference list. So again, be sure that your reference list is growing. I don't think it's only going to be 4 references in these topic areas. So again, it's just going to be a matter of narrowing it down. The concept areas, again, you can narrow this as far as what type of population you're looking at. Are you looking at African American child welfare workers? Are you looking at, I don't know, loss and divorce in Caucasian professional families, So again, you really want to narrow those topic areas within the areas that I assigned to your group. Therefore, you can really narrow your research, because what's going to happen is you're going to throw these concepts into a search and you're going to come up with a ton of information. So it's very important that you and your partner get together and narrow a particular population that you want to look at. And then I want each one of you guys to be the experts in these particular areas. Okay. So that's really kind of what I'm looking for as it goes for your group projects. As far as, like I say, with the due date, it's going to be a gradual thing. It's not going to just all be due at once. So you've got due dates that are running along. So again, because it's a group project, if you do it all, that is fine. Let me know. But, I don't want this to be put together at the last minute. It needs to be thought out, because taking a concept like this and doing research and really trying to find those philosophical underpinnings and conceptualizing it really takes a lot of time. So that's why I'm not like, oh, it's just going to be due on December the 1st, because I've seen you guys' habits. I know you're like, oh, it's an online class, I'll just do it at the last minute. No, I don't want that. I really want you to take some time in this. This class is very important, because it really assists you in training your mind and really understanding, what stress, crisis, and coping really looks like. And I want you guys to take that time. And then too, even with the book is helping you through these processes. So again, of course, your first reference is going to be your textbook, because you're going to refer to your textbook anyway. But be sure that you're utilizing the library. Go to the library, get in there, use all those databases that the school pays for, that your tuition pays for you to be able to use and utilize, because that's really going to be the driving force. And it's almost like a rabbit hole. You're like, oh, let me just type in this concept. You type in the concept, and then it's like, oh, you might like this and you might like that. So again, that's why I say be sure that you have narrowed to a particular population within the concepts that I've assigned to the groups. Okay. And then let's see. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. So what I'm going to do is I will probably check back in with you guys about no, I'm not going to say November the 1st. I will check back in, let's just say, November the 1st. I will check back in to go over the treatment paper. I'm putting it in my calendar as a reminder. Feel free to email me to remind me to touch back on the treatment paper on November the 1st. Because, again, you guys can utilize kind of either the concepts that I've given you guys, or if you decide to choose something else. But November the 1st, I will check back in. So therefore, The paper will probably act as your final exam. So when exams are due will be when your treatment paper is due, okay? So November the 1st, I'll log back in, make you another video, and then probably that following on the 8th, I will request you guys to really kind of let me know what you're thinking, kind of what areas you're going to research. But please, please, please do not email me about your treatment paper until after the 1st. I need a lot of your energy and your focus to go into your group project because it is an extensive project and it is a group project. So come November the 1st, we'll dive into the treatment paper, and I'm just going to use the treatment paper as your final exam, and it'll be due during finals week. So just anticipate that as far as these last two things that are going on in class. You have questions about how I'm grading you, right? So I normally do a 430 point split. That's really how I normally do things. So you've got 3 exams. So each one of the exams, of course, is considered 100 points. That's just kind of run of the gambit for me. And then your discussion boards and your class participation make up the rest of those points. So if you have questions about that, that's really kind of how I dictate and determine the points. Again, the class is pass fail, but I am required to give a letter grade. So again, that's why I kind of shoot out the little reminders to you guys like, hey, I noticed that, this many people participated in the discussion board, but it's 22 of you guys. Everybody needs to participate, okay? So those are the types of things that kind of take away from your points. Another thing that's going to take away from your class participation points will be if you are waiting till the last minute to do discussion boards and discussion board posts. If you're turning in items late. So if there is a due date of, let's just use for page 1, 10/27 at 11:59 p.m., if you turn that in on, 10:30, then there will be a deduction of points. Again, if you're having issues, if there's something that's coming up, please ensure that you're letting me know ahead of time, and letting me know right when you encounter the issue. Of course, ensure that the issue is stabilized and you're good, and do what you have to do, but be sure that you're maintaining appropriate communication with me and letting me be aware of what's going on with you. Okay, so I know it's pretty intense. It's grad school, so I really want to see each and every one of you all do well. However, even though this is an online class, you have to treat it as if it was a face-to-face class. It is very kind of self-paced, so to speak, but just an offer of insight or guidance. If you see that you're struggling and you see that, okay, every Friday night or every Saturday night, I catch myself doing my discussion board posts. Maybe you need to set up some time management and say, okay, by Wednesday, I'm going to have the chapter read. On Wednesday, I'll make my discussion board post. Then on Thursday or Friday, I'll respond to my colleagues. So again, take into consider time management. I know it's rough. I know a lot of you guys may have families. You're working. You're doing field. I get it. Trust me, I do. Been there, done it. It's crazy, but it's worth it. But I really need you guys to take into consideration those things. And again, my apologies for the delay, being sick, and then weather's crazy, and I've got things going on as well. But we're going to get through this. And like I say, I have modified as stated. I also post this in the announcements, so of course you all will get an email in regards to this. So if you have any questions, by all means, feel free to email me. And like I say, best of luck to you guys. I know midterms are either coming or have passed. But if you have any questions, feel free, let me know, and talk to you guys soon.